Yo, what up you guys, MxgicIQ here, and today I'm here with my F40 swapped BMW M2 wrapped by 1320 Wraps, a shop I work at, and this is the shop Instagram if you guys want to check it out, 1320 Wraps. We have wrapped multiple cars. This is a vehicle we did for SEMA. This is one of our clients who has a 340 we did some suspension work on. We do performance as well. Now the M2 that is in this video is right here. These are the beautiful shots of this thing. I tried to replicate it as best as I could in game. Has those R888s on the back as well, I believe, unless he switched to the tires after this. But as you're watching this video, the last time I saw the car, it had R888s on it, so I just wanted to replicate that. This thing is an absolute beast in real life and in game. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Let's get straight back into the build. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video because this car I was able to drive in real life. Obviously, it didn't have an F40 motor in it. It had the S55, which comes in the M2, but it is an amazing car to drive and it handles very well, hence why I wanted to build it in game. And I can tell you this thing replicates the handling perfectly. I mean, this thing is just a grip master. This thing grips so well. I have no problems handling this car whatsoever, so make sure you guys give this a shot. It's actually way better at grip racing than it is even micro drifting. So if you're not getting a hang of micro drifting really, maybe this is the car for you because it just turns on a dime and you don't even really need to micro drift. Obviously, being able to utilize that will give you more of an advantage, but this car is just a beast, man. It is not meta off the rip. It's not meta, but it is very fun to drive. And anything that has this motor right here, the 2.9 liter V8, is going to be somewhat competitive regardless. I have built this with the 4 liter V8 as well, a BMW M5 motor, but this motor is just, you know, it's unbeatable. Essentially, in any car that you put it in, it is most likely the best, if not one of the best motors, hence why it's in the RSX, the 2000 GTR. I mean, this thing's really, really good. Now, as you guys see for the engine parts here, we have an elite induction, a super ECU, an elite fuel system, an elite exhaust, a super roots supercharger, as well as a sport bottle of nitrous. Now we have super road suspension here in order to get it to the 78% handling that we'll need to get it into S-Class just barely. Now we also got pro brakes on this thing, elite grip tires, and sport clutch and sport 5-speed transmission. Now we also have an elite differential here in the auxiliaries you're going to want to use on this car, and make sure you reset them or purchase them in the lobby when you equip them, because if you're not in the lobby, you will need to reset the auxiliaries, which means to unequip and re-equip, because you will not be using your full potential of your car. You'll be off by about a second or so or more. It's actually pretty sad, but that's how the dice rolls in this case. Hopefully EA will fix that. Criterion, please. Anyway, top speed on this car is 201. 0 to 60 is 3.1 for you automatic guys. The horsepower on this car is 704 horsepower with a max torque of 654. Quarter mile time is 10.6. This thing is an absolute beast, man. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay right after we check out these handling settings, which I forgot to include in the last video all the way until the end. But we're rocking 78% grip here. That is as far as we can go to the left, 78% grip, steering sensitivity is right in the middle, downforce is all the way towards high, as well as that traction control is off, and drift entry, you already know we like brake tap over here. So that is the vibe, that's what we're rocking with. Now let's get into some gameplay, man. Again, this is a car I have wrapped in real life. It looked just like this that you guys saw in the pictures, the R888s, everything. I mean, the tires are even specific, like I said. It's just, I love this car. I really, really wish I could, put the S55 in it and make it competitive, but a lot of these motors are capped out to what they wouldn't reach in real life. I mean, in real life, you can squeeze 900 horsepower out of an S55. I wish it was like that in game, but maybe in a future update, they'll add Ultimate Plus parts and we can do a little bit more with the power. Who knows? I don't know how they're going to roll this dice out. I really don't know what content's coming, but Militia Gaming Community put a poll up, and it appears that almost 84% of the people that answered the poll aren't playing the game anymore, which is kind of sad. So I guess that answers my question from yesterday's video, but let's get into some gameplay, guys. What would make you guys come back to this game? If you guys are going to click off right now, at least let me know that before you leave. What would make you guys come back to this game? Now, enjoy the gameplay and the live comm. Alright guys, so we've approached the playlist. I tried recording earlier, and I must say it took me 25 to 30 minutes to find a game. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, these games are just like, they're full, people are racing, but people aren't doing, like, I don't know, people just aren't doing S-Class, I guess, anymore. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if I'm just unlucky, but it's been really hard for me to get games, and it's not like my lobbies aren't full, so I don't know. They really need to expand the player count to at least 32. Hopefully, like, that'll happen soon. We got really lucky. One guy joined last second. Thank you, God. I was really not trying to have to switch lobbies again. It would have been multiple times at this point. But I just had a bright idea that could save Need for Speed, and it's very simple, and it will be coming in a video pretty soon, probably tomorrow or maybe the day after that. I know you guys want to see a lot of different cars. I know you guys have been asking for cars like the Q60, the Z28, a lot of those other cars that are in this game that are tuner / muscle cars that you guys want to see tune into S-Class or A+, and I will get that done for you guys in due time. But we're taking our time here and enjoying everything that this game at least has to offer. I'm trying to stretch it out as much as possible until March, which we are hopefully pretty close. Hopefully they don't do it at the end of March and they update the game early March and at the end of March. That's a big prayer, but who knows? We'll see. Balancing updates would be all I need. But honestly, if this game had some kind of traffic runner game mode where, like, you had to, like, no hezzy essentially. I mean, I doubt they'd call it no hezzy. But, like, imagine if they had a no hezzy type game mode and they fixed the traffic desync. Oh boy. I'm going to make a video on that this week. I'm telling you guys. It would be absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys on this track do use that traffic as near misses, as they do give you boost, as you saw right there. It gave me 2 bars of burst nos. It is very effective to use the traffic on the side of the road. They have got to fix the over-exaggeration on that. There's no way that kills me. And a big problem is people leaving the races. So as you guys see, even though it's not the most competitive thing in the world, it does make people leave. So that guy just quit and he was in a McLaren 600 LT. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm racing by myself almost 95% of the time at this point. People either leave or I have to have homies run with me, and luckily being a YouTuber and a streamer, my lobbies when I'm on stream aren't dead, but when I try to play late at night, I can just forget about it, man. It rarely ever fills up. It's pretty hard to find lobbies sometimes, so I feel your guys' pain, trust me, because I know a lot of people used to be like, well, you don't know how bad it actually is, and now I know. These lobbies need to be increased to 32 because 16 players is just not enough. They need to at least double the player count. Oh my god, and there needs to be a lobby specific to just doing open world stuff like roll racing, drag racing, because I would love to make videos on that. Maybe even drifting, like drift lobbies would be really cool. Like I said, with the drift mode, that would be sick, but who knows? I doubt they'll do it, but these are just little things that would make them the most elite racing franchise out right now. And obviously all these things are available in mods on PC, but not everybody has access to that. And if you ask me, I think Need for Speed is more popular on console anyway, so it's kind of like not even worth it because everybody is, the player base I believe is mainly on console. I could be wrong about that. That could have changed drastically recently just because a lot of people have been switching over to PC, including myself, but as you see, I'm still here on console for Need for Speed. This isn't the route I usually take anymore, but took it anyway. Let's see how that pans out at the end. Now this thing does compare pretty well to the M4 GTS, so I want to see where it stacks up against it. Got a little airborne right there. I probably could have kept that from happening, but I didn't. We didn't get our burst nos there like we're supposed to. That's a game issue. That's a game bug right there. Our burst nos just completely bugged out. And having that happen a lot as well. This thing would be so much faster if it could just carry a few more mph in the dirt. There we go. There we go. I don't know, when it's not moving downhill in the dirt, it just goes all the way down to like 130 mph. It's kind of sad. Wish I had a little bit more kick in it, but it doesn't. Jump to get a little bit more burst. It's actually kind of effective right there. Now we're on the downhill for these back hairpins. Let me know if what you guys are doing to make the game more enjoyable for yourself momentarily until these updates release. We're pretty close now, only about a month away. Again, we get another glitch with no burst NOS from the exit on that corner. And then traffic on the last corner right perfectly in our driving line, so we don't get the burst NOS out of that corner. But this thing's definitely capable of a 207 on 206-ish kind of timing on blue collar. So this thing is actually moving pretty well. I hope you guys enjoy this car, man. It's super fun. I'm going to run rapid transit as well right now, try and see what we get. I'm assuming we're going to get around a 247 to a 246, which isn't a terrible time. If people mess up a couple times, you might be able to compete with the best of them. It just depends. But this car is more or less just for having fun and looking good while doing it. This thing is an absolute beauty. I mean, I love this car. I wish I could get the color a little bit more accurate, but I was actually seeing a glitch where if I made the midnight purple too dark, it would turn into black, and then it would turn into blue sometimes too. I don't know why. Nothing seems to just work properly in this game, but maybe they'll fix it all, man. I don't know. I'm praying. Because I really do love this game. They really did do a great job with the, at least, base of this game. Like, the basis of it is very nice. I mean, I don't know. I really do enjoy the gameplay. The handling physics, to me, feel great, except for drifting. But even that is just not terrible, but could be worked on. But the micro drifting, to me, is just a great feature. I love it. I don't know, man. Sadly keep getting disappointed with EA games. I don't know if it's them or I don't know what it is at this point. Maybe we'll get a fix soon, man. I think if they fix the economy in this game, the economy might be the main issue in this game, to be honest with you. The economy is just terrible. Like, having 20K for 3 races is crazy. That's not a lot of money, and that's causing a lot of people to quit. The grind is just way too severe, way too harsh for anybody that has a life, you know? Like, if you got stuff to do outside of, you know, playing video games, forget about it, bro. This grind is way too heavy for you. You're gonna build 1 car a week. Maybe. And you might not even get the best motor out of that car because it might be too expensive. You have spent 10 hours grinding to build 1 car properly. At a minimum. Literally. Literally at a minimum. From start to finish, it'll probably take you, if you don't get lucky and you test all the motors out for maximum, like, optimization, it would take you about 10 to 12 hours. Promise. It's crazy. That'd be like if it took you 10 to 12 hours to get 1 gun gold on Call of Duty. Nobody would do it. I mean, people would still do it, but they'd be like, bro, are you serious? Yes, just like I predicted, we were able to put down around a 247, 246 with a couple of mistakes. We could get that down to there, but we got a 248 literally flat, so racing completely by ourselves because everybody else quit. That's how it is. Oh, wait, there was only one other person racing, so I hope you guys enjoy. It's been MxgicIQ, man. I'm praying for the future of this game because I really do love this game, and I love the community I've built around it. Maybe they'll fix it. Make sure you guys stop by the Twitch when we are live. We're having a lot of fun over there. So, yep, I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been MxgicIQ, and I hope you guys enjoyed the build video with the gameplay. And I'm out. Peace.